Going to be a series that really can massively impact the table.
Which is why I have to look down at my notes on mid lane. It's been a while since other combat summoners have been really taken outside of spellbooks onto your mid laners. Be his own player and play his own game as opposed to play for another historic org. He might get involved here towards this topside fight.
Xiaoshu has a bit of sustain, but he's CC'd up. He doesn't get to use his sustain. Take it out before the play could even happen, and Invincible.
Very practiced on it. Leon as well, very strong on this Viego as one of his comfort picks. Troy's going to get hit.
And this is what you were talking about, right? If you lose control, Angel has been so aware of what Feather and Mole are trying to do across the course of this game so far. Shadow, happy to be the front line here, but the rest of the team doesn't have much follow-up for him. And realizing that the mid laner was coming over, they back away here. Shadow with the dash. Photic next target. Flash available for him. Cleanse comes out as well. This is a 3v4, but NIP are winning it anyway.
I have no idea how they won that fight, especially with Photic getting absolutely nailed by the big Ash ult coming in. Enough tenacity to make sure that the play can get disengaged long enough for things to be put into question. Good trade from Invincible on top side.
Mole, that is the real one. Invincible called it right there. And then I think second-guessed himself, thinking that was the clone. Mole will survive the potential all-in from Invincible. Has a support with him as well, but tell you who doesn't have any supports with him. It's Xiaoshu. Oh, the sustain is good, though. And I don't think they don't survive the dives quite as well. Assume backs off, though, and it will be the tier 1 threatened in the mid lane. Photic now could be the one.
However, going to split the map. They're not going to contest it. NIP, they've already taken the mid lane out of turret. I think considering how much threat there was of it, that full upgrade in one, and indeed has hit that second item. Adds in another scouting tool.
Angel's in a similar spot with similar items. 22 minutes is not that crazy late to have two items. It was just how one-sided the previous game was. Feather down. It's a bad
position. Your Ash ult is down. The Blitzcrank is dead. How do you play out without that threat? You're going to lose one mid turret. Are you going to lose a second? Who's getting out skirmished on the bot side as well. NIP, big power play.
Leanne's in trouble here. One big shock blast could finish the job, but acceleration gate was on cooldown. Herald's going to get an inhib. Invincible wide on his ultimate, but not wide on his charge. Leanne, the next target, Xiaoshu, trying to tank on the front line, but Invincible goes down, and maybe RA have turned it back around. The poke flies back and forth. The Shadow still in smite range here, and is true with the true damage. Mole dashing forwards as we continue to go back and forth in the longest fight I've ever seen. A TP now as Photic keeps alive from Leanne. The movement is clean from Photic, but he's in a 1v2 now. As the Zoom trying to chase him alongside Mole. The chains won't land as Angel comes in from behind. Mole trying to finish the job and will do.
All it takes is one slip up and Rare Atom are back in it.
They have a pick combo of their own, although the CC doesn't land. There goes Photic, flying across the screen. Feather hooks him, but there's no support to help on the play. Xiaoshu's gone in to try and answer on the backside, but he doesn't have the damage yet. Double kill for Photic as RA sent packing on this one, and NIP can return to that Baron.
With the amount of damage onto Leon as well, I don't think there's going to be a contest. Certainly not after that. You might have to stick around and hope for something. Giving up the Baron would be absolutely awful for Rare Atom. NIP, they could make it work around the Dragon. They find themselves a pick, though, in the mid.
To be honest.
If you get the arrow into a hook onto a good target, then that's great, you know. You get the ability to roll over the feather. That's coming up sometime into the future. And with the Baron buff, things are going from bad to worse for Rare Atom.
Doing a lot of work on this guy. Set a Shadow just straight over the wall. They look for Feather, and they'll find him. That's one for the AD carry already as Mole flashed on, followed up by Photic, but they couldn't quite finish the job there. And now the rest of the team happy to tank up as the poke continues to land from massive range. Leanne kicked out of the fight by Photic once again. Xiaoshu in the midst of everyone. The sustain is good, but not good enough. And a second inhib will be taken down. Still 50 seconds on the Baron. They can siege the Nexus.
They can certainly try. I think with the Ash Arrow up and the Blitzcrank spawning, it's going to be hard to finish, but they'll give it a good damn try.
Yeah, it's just going to be TPs back into the play. Health bars back to full as one Nexus tower falls. And they have so many cannons that are hammering away. Feather is gone. NIP's health bars are low. Maybe some kind of miracle can happen if Mole can get in, but the Shiv isn't enough. They're abandoning the play. They're going through the Hex Gates. No, they're not. Invincible can't make it out. And Angel suddenly finds himself alone. Big opportunity for RA to punish some players here, as Angel will get jumped on, will get taken out, and will give over a shutdown.
Well, That is some gold in pocket, but you're still down a Nexus Tower 2 and a couple of inhibs. So, NIP still walk away overall victors, but not the actual winners of the game just yet. Draw now going to get ran out by Mole, has Flash. Draw doesn't have him by himself. There's a chance he gets another kill here. Yeah,
we've seen Mole do more with less. There we go. Finishes him off easily. That's Flash used by Mole, but Shadow and Photic do want to punish him for this. He's getting close to walking on vision.
Give up a couple of kills, but it is not enough to put themselves into a deficit. Shadow walking up again.
Yep, here's on that Sejuani, half HP, flashes away, and Joel arrives. Whoa! See you later, Leyen. You ain't getting no resets today. Xiaoshu, he's a big old croc, and that's a lot of sustain as well. Mole trying to protect his top laner here. The CC should be there for Shadow over the wall. Oh, who needs it? Who needs it? Angel just bops him. And well, Mole is desperately trying to get the damage out with this Shiv, but great little shot there by Photic. Shoots it at the pad where Mole had to jump back to. As another tower will be taken. The supers are pushing in both mid. Savage is insane. Photic staying back in this one as an arrow goes in, but it's Dwall picked off to start us off here. NIP forced back, but RA struggling to actually answer with their team being knocked back. Feather again gets down and taken out. The long-range kills come in. Xiaoshu trying to find his way onto the backside, but it's Photic diving on the opposite side of the play, eradicating RA. What looked like a win for RA right there with a pick on Zhuo is quickly thwarted as NIP find their ace. A triple for Photic, and my God, what a game from NIP with this poke comp.
Photic had a hat and he put a feather in it at the end.
RA and Ultra Prime. They will knock out 5 teams. Yes, in isolation, the Vayne can definitely kill Ziggs. And if you can find these all-ins, you favor the Vayne. However, if you can't find the all-ins, flash forwards! Or maybe it's the all-ins that favor NIP! The bomb gonna land, no! Flashing away, but the minions do the damage!
One way or the other. We haven't had that much time to take stock. So much CC to combo into the big damage from Trist and this Ziggs. Damage on bot side though.
Yeah, no flash for Joel either, so that will be a kill for Assume. Yeah, they do give it over. I wasn't sure if they were actually going to kill.
Very, very valuable against catching LeBlanc, Jax, Sejuani, everyone, let's be honest. But he's walking into Xiaoshu now.
Oh, the flash forwards to get the stun, the knock-up flashed away from, but the stun into the wall can't be. Great play. There is massive all-in potential, especially with the cleanse and the flash available for Assume. It's invincible. That could be in trouble for now. The stun is there. The follow-up stun is there. The follow-up stun is there.
Very early into lane for bot lane and in top lane as well. Rare Atom have muscled the way back in. They don't want this to be the end of the line. They want to extend top lane are invincible.
I would love to see it. That is a lot of editing. That is a huge amount of effort to make a beam. Joel on the front line here is pretty tanky, happy to go forwards as Shadow jumps into the play as well. Angel looking for his opportunity in as the bombs land onto Feather. And there's one reset for Angel, looking for Leanne as well. Forced to flash away as Mole dips out the south side of the play and into the mid lane, can charge NIP. Mole in a 1v1 with Angel and trading fairly evenly.
Photic had really good patience on his ultimate that allowed him to get a very valuable Mega Inferno bomb. However, what else is valuable is, of course, Xiaoshu once again succeeding in the individual lane. Rare Atom,
hang on.
How do they defend this? The turret, they can't. Satchel goes down. And the Demolitionist, if you ever...
The zone control from the minefield, from the Satchels, can be so valuable. Bombs coming out here as Mole is onto the backline, but he doesn't have that much damage. And Feather's gone down. The bombs across the team as well. And now Mole getting jumped on by Angel. Xiaoshu's found Photic, but the Buster Shot saves him with a flash as well. And Mole has to dip. Xiaoshu abandoned by the team, and he'll go down to Photic. Everything looking up NIP.
There are an all first impact in these team fights is very, very muted. NIP, they get to stay after the play. They take another turret. Again, one of the bonuses.
It's moving around the map. Xiaoshu against these Kraken Slayers is going to have a hard time. I don't know why I said Slayers plural. Just the one Kraken Slayer, actually. As Angel will crash another wave and will finish this tower off.
Any luck finding that Kraken? Just the one, actually. Angel's going to go towards... Angel's going to go down towards that top side and deny as much of the wave as possible. NIP really starting to min-max now, and you've given over that Herald. Not even been, used at this point. It's in inventory. This could get very much worse for NIP. Shadow caught out, though.
Doing a good job of buffering a bit there, but the hook comes in alongside the freeze. Duo just jumps in and they're like, you know what, we're kind of tanky. Duo with a stopwatch to buy time for Photic to keep chunking these players out. Duo smites it to finish the playoff, and now Angel's been caught as well. This is huge for RA as Mole looks for Photic too. The route is there. Leyen should be able to follow up on the damage, but he's just getting burnt down by the Leandries in the meantime. Invincible finally arrives to get at least one play, but could be in trouble as Assume still going strong in this one. Shadow wants to jump on forward. Assume in all kinds of trouble here as the Poppy dives into the play. The Sunfire Cape is enough alongs with a shield thrown at him like a frisbee. Mole over the wall, and Shadow be challenged if NIP could eradicate 5 teams over the next few minutes. Photic, they don't even need to hit the tower. The Herald will finish it off alongside that W.
That is utterly disgusting. Sometimes you forget how quickly those towers disappear. It's more golden. You have to engage into this team to stop this push. Maybe they can get the smite, maybe they can hit the eye.
Okay, they do stop it, but Feather might have traded his life to do that. The bomb on his head and will pop. Xiaoxu on a flank, but Shadow's found him and won't quite find the engage onto the player. But now, look at this, Baron's on the map. This is going to be scary. Lien knocked away 6k on the Baron as Mole finds Invincible, trading back as Lien back on the other side of the pit. This could be 50-50. This could be dangerous. Chuo going to jump straight onto Lien. They want to find the jungler, but the blast going into the pit. Baron still at 2k HP right now, but there's a kill onto Assume, who dived alone into the backline. I'm not entirely sure what is going on in this fight as RA continue to try and hold on. Lien being chased around the map. Angel knocks him away, but he can't quite finish the kill, and he's gone down instead. NIP back onto the Baron again here, and they will be able to take it as RA continue to chase. Mole with a chain, Feather alongside him. He's got a chain on the end of an anchor. But the bomb's continuously coming out from Photic. It doesn't feel like RA can actually finish these kills off. And now Invincible's going back in instead. This is absolute chaos on the Rift. But NIP, the ninjas in pajamas, they've rolled out of bed and they're kings of the chaos. Apparently, as Feather trying to hook himself away, the fight will just never end.
It's final. If it hasn't even petered out just yet, there are teleports already for round 2. I don't know where it stops.
Lien goes back in, stunned against the wall by Invincible, but the bomb's still going from Photic, who's still chilling, full health, full mana here. The rest of the gang is in as the flash to dodge the hook. Angel, big damage, Xiaoxu trying to get the stuns onto the carries here. He'll get onto Photic, and Shadow trying to protect the Ziggs here. That's one Yordle down. Next one on the chopping block is Photic. Xiaoxu, the Yordle executioner, pest control out of the top lane, and NIP in shambles.
I have rats. NIP, if they don't manage to close things out, it looked incredibly dominant. Felt like they were on a bit of a victory lap with their push in, with their victory around that Baron, but they've just about fumbled the execution. We'll have to try it again.
Route available for Mole. We'll find it onto Invincible.
This game without Jax here.
Oh, there's one tower gone already, and NIP can look for more as well. Still 20 seconds on that Baron, which is enough for one more wave to hit in the bottom side. Xiaoxu trying to get objective bounties, but you're against a team of demolitionists. You can't afford to not be here. That's an inhib tower gone, deleted. Onto an inhib as well. Is the recall finally coming out from Xiaoxu here? NIP won't overstay.
NIP looking to close things out as cleanly as they can.
Bomb on the tower, satchel under the tower. See ya later. Another. Here we go, RA, like you say, first time out on a little trip around the map. Assume almost one shot by the bomb as Leon trying to tank. Angel jumps into the rest of the scrap as Assume is gone. Feather is next as he's pulled back in and stuns across the team as well. They can't move. RA don't even get to participate in their own team fight. Xiaoxu gets the counter-strike to keep himself safe, but NIP, they can just walk into the base now. Top tower is missing. Bottom tower being pressured by these supers as Angel might be able to finish off Mole with a crit there. Mole forced away from the play as he gets onto a Nexus tower, and the super still going strong. There's one tower remaining on the Nexus right here, and NIP are just going to hammer away at it. What a composition to do it with, as NIP not only keep their playoff streams alive, but they shut down that of 5 other teams. It's a pentakill.